And it's the last live eviction show of the series, and it's the last day of term for Laura. She's on her way down now for a traditional Bots homecoming, but don't worry, we're going to make you feel like a queen tonight, because that's what we do on the show. Also coming up tonight, we have got the dramatic conclusion to Eyebrow Watch. It's a little unique series that asks the question on everyone's lips: has Huey's eyebrow grown back? But no spoilers. No spoilers now. Plus, we're going to see how the rest of the house are getting on post-eviction. And Laura will have to say one last goodbye as she says her final farewell! It's going to be well good. But now it is time to meet our live eviction panel. First up, she's sweeter than a hut full of sugar. It's the gorgeous Jess Wright! Perfectly drawn tattoo, my next guest has become a permanent fixture on Bots. Give it up for Paisley Billings! And finally, we've made him the man that he is today, and he's just about hitting puberty. It's Matt Richardson! Only a little bit. Nearly there. Just about. Nearly there. Get good, don't you dare. Right, let's get back to tonight's eviction. I'm going to start with you, man boy. Are you shocked?
No, I'm not shocked. I think, like, it's weird, isn't it? People are still really offended by people having sex on telly. Like, I mean, they've done anal on Geordie Shore. Why are we bothered that she shagged someone? But people have really held that to heart, haven't they? They're like, well, she shagged them on telly. Everyone's shagging on telly. Come on.
Good luck to her.
I've had sex on telly, and I've never even had sex.
Paisley, do you think she was the right person to go tonight?
Well, I did really want Jason to go, but I feel like she had her run. Like, I feel like she... Like, what more could she have brought to the house? I can't think of anything else that she could have done in that house, like, really.
Maybe got the other one out?
Well, they've already both been out, haven't they?
You never know, I'm just saying. But you know what, I'm a little bit, I'll be honest, I'm a little bit gutted that she's gone.
Really?
Yeah, and I'll tell you for why. I can say this now that she's out, because I do think a lot of people did judge her on that first week, and I'm not saying we should forget. Always remember, never forget. But I do think we have seen a different side to her, and I think, like Emma said, we have seen a lot of different sides to Laura in that house, and for me, that's what makes a good housemate, in all fairness. Jess, what do you think?
I completely agree with you. I feel
Thank you, Jess, right?
Always, darling. No, I just feel like she was completely judged on that. I think she made a massive mistake in the first couple of weeks, but since then, she's not really done anything wrong. She's been quite nice, she's been quite sensitive.
One man there. That's the equivalent of one retweet.
Let's speak to him.
I'm upset that Laura has gone.
No.
Let me explain why. Because I think the last couple of weeks she's really come out of her shell. She's saying a lot of what everyone's thinking in that house. And she's quite opinionated, and I quite like that. Why is Jason, who's got the personality of a blank wall, still in that house? Seriously.
It's not our words, the words of him. Let's talk about Andy and Jackson. They were saved quite early on tonight. Were you ever thinking that they could be in danger, Matt?
No, probably not, no. Like people like Jackson, don't... I mean, you like Jackson.
You love it, Jackson?
4 people like Jackson. Jackson always looks like he doesn't quite know if he's shut his pants or not, though. That kind of...
Giving it one of them.
Oh, God.
You love a bit of Jackson, Pacey. Were you surprised by his reaction tonight? It seemed to mean a lot.
Babe, I love him. Like, I was a little bit scared for him. Like, I wasn't sure if he was going to go or not, but I'm so happy that he stayed in. I love him so much. Like, I just want to squeeze him all the time.
I feel a bit sad for him because they're all like, yeah, we're all finalists. You're not. Not yet. Let's talk about save and replace. Sam, save and replace Jane earlier in the week. Jess, do you think that was the right move to save Jane and replace with Andy?
Firstly, I just want to say I love Jane. I want her to win. Jane to win. Jane or Huey. But no, I feel
Can I
like...
just say, how much has the tide turned for Jane?
No,
At one point, everyone was like, get her out. Now people are like, we love her now.
No, I've always loved Jane.
Always been a fan
actually.
of Jane.
Just saying. No.
So you're glad that she was saved?
Yeah, I'm glad that she was safe, but I do think it was a sneaky move from Sam. He's been like best mates with Laura throughout the whole process. He could have saved her twice. Didn't he nominate her?
I think he did, yeah.
No, I'm sorry, I think that's wrong.
Well, let me just say that. How do you think he's going to be feeling, Matt? Because, you know, he is the one that could have saved her, and she made a very big deal out of it.
But like, you just like it's you got to do it though, haven't you? Like it's like he's in that position. Like it's hard, but you know it is what it is, isn't it? Like I think anyone would have made. I mean, you have to make the choice. That's part of the game of Big
and
Brother.
to be fair,
So, you know.
Laura did bitch about him with Evelyn, like in the beginning. So, I mean, if someone bitched about me, they'd be out.
But, oh, can I just say, get Paisley in, Celeb. I'm sorry. You would be so good. I'm putting it out there. We are live. It's out there. Guys, what would you have done if you were in Sam's position? Who would you saved? Who would you have replaced with? Same thing. Tell me why.
Well, I mean, what was the other choice? What was the rational other choice? Laura's got Bernardo out here, so he's probably thinking the quicker she gets out, the quicker she sees her love.
No, all right, fair enough. Would anyone done anything different? Would you have done something different?
Also, why would you nominate someone and then save them? What's the point? At the end of the day, if you're going to nominate someone, that's because of it.
And then, yeah, Sam, that as well. That was Sam's reasoning for putting Andy up, because, you know, he nominated him and he said, you know, I'm not going to go back on my word. Well, listen, the lines have now opened tonight to vote for your winner. Not all, because as Emma revealed earlier, the vote will be frozen on Sunday, and the two housemates with the least votes, which I'm just gutted for them by, don't even get an eviction, boot out, ta-da. All the best, just boot out the back door. So, let's come down the line. Two of them are going on Sunday. Little bit of a backdoor job. Pacey, who do you think's going to be out? Please, the smut. The smut on this show.
I'm hoping that it's Jason and Sam.
You'd like to see Jason
I'm
Sam,
done with
though?
Sam. I'm done with him.
You done, Matt?
I think Jason and Evelyn.
Oh, bit of Evelyn. Jess?
I was going to say Jason, Sam, but Evelyn. But she's got quite a big fan base, apparently.
Yeah.
But she's, you know, she's got the personality of a teaspoon, hasn't she? So,
Who do we want to see out on Sunday?
Alex is just not. You don't even know he's there. That's the only reason why he's kissing with Evelyn now.
Anyone else other than Alex? Oh, Barbara's piping up. Watch out.
Evelyn's latched
She's out
on.
late tonight.
Yeah, I am, yeah. She's latched on to, what's his name?
Alex.
Alex. Just for a bit of airtime. There's nothing going to happen between them.
No, you don't think so?
I keep forgetting that Alex is in there. When I see a picture of him, I think, oh, I forgot he was there. So he's got to go on.
He is, darling. He is in there. I can promise you that. Well, listen, do you know what? Nice way to start the show. Give him a round of applause. And now, we are hooray for this day. Please be upstanding for the beautiful Mrs. Emma Willard. Where's Emma get her jacket from? Loves the jacket. Linda loves it. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
They love you. Right, now listen, let's talk about normal service. It's been resumed. You popped in there last week.
Yeah,
It was
popped
all
in.
like, oh my God, everyone
Yeah.
could hear everything. How was it tonight for you?
It was great. A lovely little simple show. Boot a housemate boot a housemate out and crack on.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
lovely.
good.
Are you
Lovely
surprised
jubbly.
it was Laura?
No.
No.
No, I don't mean that in a bad way, but I mean, look at the four that were up. Going on again, the crowd and the booze and everything. you know, she's done bloody well considering, you know, the first week we did think that she would go, really.
Well, week one, we thought it was either
absolutely, yeah. So I wasn't really that surprised.
Quite a tough crowd.
At it, it was, yeah. But you know, she's had a tough crowd every week. So she said she was shitting herself the whole time. But you've just got to face it. And no matter how much you say to Sam, but you could have saved me from it. You're going to face it eventually anyway, whether it's tonight or next week.
It's going to happen.
So, yeah.
Do you think, like, a lot of people saying, you know, she's had a massive turnaround, so, like you've just said,
she
from
has
week
had
one,
a massive turnaround.
big turnaround. Could she have done anything more over this week or maybe the past to maybe get to the final?
The only thing she shouldn't have done was shagged Marco. Right? I mean, but she said that herself tonight. You know, she's very aware. And I think you kind of, you know, you go into the house with an idea of what it is and maybe, I want to be on telly, I want to do this, I'm going to go in, I'm going to be like the beautiful girl, I'm going to get with the cool guy and we're going to do all sorts of stuff and create this whole thing on telly. And then reality kicks in, and you realise that
you
you're
wake up the next
watched.
morning like Silent Witness. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. But you're being watched at home by people who love the show and real, genuine, down-to-earth people who don't want to see people acting like that. I don't think they do anyway. I don't know. This lot obviously agree. You know, and I think that very much kicked in with her eventually was that, do you know what? But it's a whirlwind, isn't it? You know, you've been in there. I never have been.
Yeah, it is a whirlwind.
But I can imagine.
But I've got to say, like I just said there, for someone who did that in week one.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
we all sat here that
and we got to
night,
see a really different side to her, which was great.
I believe the term is multifaceted.
It is. Well done, Ryland.
Thank you. Have that, Andy West. That's all I'm saying. Well, listen, someone who had 2 lucky escapes this week was Jane. Oh, we need to talk about Jane, don't we? We do. So, first of all, she was saved and replaced, wasn't she? So she was a good luck to Jane.
Do you know what? Jane has had an amazing turnaround, I think.
And then look, we can laugh now because she's alive and she's all right, but she nearly got killed by sponging. What was your take on the matter?
Well, my take on the matter is...
Can we get this off the screen? Because I can't concentrate.
My take on the matter is, I rewound and rewatched it 5 times. And I was watching Jackson, and you know when he's kind of going, oh, God... And you know when you're like, is it all right to giggle now or not? Like, you're not quite sure whether it's appropriate or is she actually really... But what was funny is that you can stand up in that pool. It's only up to...
I'm sorry. I'm getting like emotional. What thinking about? It was just...
but bless her. I mean, from what she went through in the beginning, her whole kind of experience, to what she's doing so well. And I so like well. Jane. I really do. Well.
Thank God we didn't lose her yesterday. Do you know what I mean?
To a sponge.
To a sponge. What a way to go.
A soggy
sponge, babe. You don't need it. Well, listen, she's safe. She's well. She's had 2 lucky escapes this week. But on Sunday... 2 of them ain't having no lucky escapes. They're having a backdoor escape, to be fair.
Yeah.
Talk to me. What do you think could happen?
Well, we are having some of our lovely ex-housemates visit.
Yeah.
As we said in the show, to cast judgment. There'll be like a little courtroom scenario.
Oh, they can borrow my Judge Ryland set.
And then on Sunday, they're going to have like a party in the garden, like a twisted carnival.
Nice.
That they think is just a heap of shits and giggles before the final.
Casual.
But we're just going to kick 2 out instead.
Lovely! It's brutal, isn't it? Couple of days before the final, that is brutal. It is brutal. Well, listen, Talking about kicks and giggles.
Yeah. I
You know
haven't
that-
done one.
No, thank God. But Winners' Zone task. You saw that this week. You know where they were all coming down, what Save and Replace was.
yeah.
I thought we should do a Friday night game, a little bit like the
Did
task
you
in
think
the
it
house.
though, or did the production team think it?
They all do it. That's what they get paid for. I'm the teeth and the tan. But I like to play a little game called... Winners' Zone. So, I'm going to get me bucket. Right. Look at this. So, your mission is to work your way across my beautiful games board.
My mission. Can I have the Mission Impossible music?
We've got some grams,
We
but we're
can't
not paying
afford
for
it,
them.
can we?
No,
No.
so it's all about the budget. It's all about the budget on this show. Now, for every question you get right, you get to unlock a secret prize, OK? I'm not going to reveal them until the end, OK? But there will be a twist, so pay attention. Are you ready?
Yes.
You're going to be up against the clock. Got to
Oh,
get
no,
from 1
oh,
to
no,
3.
oh, no, oh, no. Where
Ready?
do I look?
Start
At you?
At me.
Okay.
Start the time now. What did Jane tell the housemates the medical term for penis massaging was called?
P&I.
No, it was penis anus.
She did say she was a massagist as well, and it's a masseuse.
You don't get a point for
Oh,
that.
please.
Question 2. Which housemate said on Wednesday that they had sore balls?
Was that in the show?
It was.
I must have been asleep. Who said it? Sore balls. It's got to have been Jackson.
Yes, that's right. Well done. Let's start number 1. What animal holds the lampshades in the bedroom?
Oh, a lion. No, a tiger. A dog. A cat.
Is it correct? It was a monkey. I tried to help you out. Who said this week that they might as well be talking to a plank of wood than talk to Jason? Ready?
Jane.
Oh, yes, it was Jane.
Monkey. Why didn't you do monkey?
Because I'm not going to try and help you pull that. Right, you only need one more to get all 3 prizes.
Yeah.
Which housemate was described as tactical twice during nominations this week?
Jason.
Yes, that's right! Right, you have made it across the game board.
Okay.
Let's take a look at what you've won. So you have won your very own Jane Sponge there. You've won Evelyn's Tash wax strip with
that
hair.
was gross,
With hair.
by the
This is the
way.
actual one.
Stop
and you've
it.
also won your own DIY slip and slide kit at home. Okay? Now, as I said, there is a twist. You can save all your prizes, or you can gamble and replace them for our mystery prize. Mrs. Willis,
Wow.
what would you like to do? What do you think she should do? Save or replace?
How long have we got?
Not long.
I'm a bit rubbish at gambling, right? And this week, because the weather's been great, I bought my kids a slip and slide.
You text me and tell me that.
I did. I did text you. I said, come and play on it if you want to.
Yeah, I will.
However, my husband might like our own slip and slide, so I might keep this one.
You're going to see the prizes?
Yeah.
She's going to keep the prizes. She's going to keep the prizes. Okay. These are yours. But Emma, this is what you could have won.
Please don't let me shit.
Emma, if you decided to replace, you would have walked away with... nothing! Yeah! You did it!
Oh, see, never be greedy.
Never be greedy, ladies and gentlemen. Get up, Emma Willis. Well done. Good on that fun. Now listen, do not go anywhere because in a matter of minutes, Laura is going to be joining me on my sofa, as I like to call it, the box zone. And that's not all, because where there's a Willis, there is a well. The final farewell. It's going to be well good. See you after the break. Get in the well. Come on, let's get in the well. Sorry, I do apologise. I was just outside trying to catch a Jigglypuff. Anyway, don't worry. It'll all make sense to the housemates when they come out of the house. We'll teach them how to use it. It's all fun and games. Jigglypuff. Yeah. Now she was the sexy housemate who snogged 1/6 of the entire house. So I've brushed my old gnashers just in case. Give it up for your Ava Victi, Laura! Say, first of all, you're absolutely stunning.
Thank
she doesn't.
you
She
so
looks stunning.
much.
Absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
Now I know for the past week you have been literally bricking it about seeing that crowd.
Shitting myself.
I know, and we've seen it. How was it? It's right, you can swear, babe. We've had a lot worse on here. So. How was it tonight for you?
Absolutely nerve-wracking beyond belief. I can't even tell you how nervous I was, but I kind of thought, okay, I'm not going to win this. It's a bloody... I can't believe I'm still here. So I prepared myself. I kind of thought, right, this is my night tonight. I'm definitely going. So, yeah, weirdly, I kind of knew that I'd be the one that was going tonight.
And that you sort of got that in your head and that sort of settled you. One
Yeah,
thing
it did.
that I think that might have helped that as well is you got your letter from home.
I got my
as well,
letter.
That we saw, and it was lovely. And seeing your parents say how proud of you.
Yeah, I
Did
know.
that make this all a little bit easier for you?
Honestly, I think from the very beginning, all I was worried about was my family. Oh, God, what are my family going to think? All I wanted to do was make them proud, and now what have I done? So getting that letter was honestly, I'd say it was one of the best moments of my whole life, let alone being in there. It was to know that my family are just proud of me, no matter what, and supported me. And my dad, hello.
We did see that. We did see that. Well, listen, there's something else we did see.
Oh,
as
God.
well. It's something I noticed, actually. You've been, honestly, you haven't said a brilliant housemate. You really have. Right from the moment that you first stood on that sexy podium.
Yeah,
remember that?
Really glad I stood on that.
Let me just say, you definitely delivered on that front. I think it's quite safe to say.
Oh, no.
It's like you starred in your very own Bonkbuster, I think it's quite safe to say. Laura, let's have a look at your butt spits.
And I'm a normal northern lass. I know he's a fucking lunatic. I definitely would fuck him.
Yeah.
All the time. He's gorgeous. I'm definitely having his babies.
There to make out with Eve.
And we did it full on. Did you want to kiss me? I really need a kiss. I really regret doing what I've done in this house. I should not be kissing you.
Tell me you love me. I am trying to control myself. I have to. I just want to fuck your brains out everywhere over this house.
If the penis went in, it's sex.
Of course it
Yeah,
did.
well, you've had sex.
Oh, I'm not taking my top up tonight.
I really don't want you to go. But I'm not leaving from here without a kiss.
I've literally gone from being an established actress to a fucking reality porn star.
Some girls, they have too much slag in them.
I loved it. Honestly, it was like Channel 5 late night back in the day. Oh, it was great. But listen, let's go back to the beginning. We've got to go there.
Right.
3 words.
Okay.
Marco Pierre White, 4th word, Junior.
Oh, dear.
Yes, let's talk about him. Now,
Right.
When this all went on,
Okay.
was there at any point you sat there and thought, his girlfriend may have a problem with this?
Right, yes, okay, yeah. Right, so, Marco, you have to take things, he told me that he had proposed to 2 other people 2 weeks before he'd proposed to this fiance. He also told the whole world that he was in an open relationship. I sat him down and I said, look, Marco, you have to tell not only me but everybody else you are in an open relationship. Right. So he told me he was in an open relationship. I'm the single one in this situation. Yes, I put my hands up. I should not have done what I did.
And that's a very, very valid point. You were the single one in that situation. And people do need to remember that.
People do need to remember that. It's always the girl that gets the flak for it. But, yes, I was in the wrong. Yes, I should have spoken to Kim. No, I shouldn't have done anything of the sort. But Carter kind of came out and I made a mistake. I made a mistake on national television, a massive mistake. I did a massive mistake, but I regretted it immediately. I absolutely was mortified with myself. No, I wouldn't do it again. No one cut.
You haven't got a mic!
Hang on! Just hang on!
Well, listen, let's talk about the again that they keep bringing it up.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Bernardo.
Yeah.
Now, I have to say this. I mean, I loved it. I loved the button pushing. Oh, it was lovely. I was crying.
Yeah.
Oh, it was lovely. It was lovely. But from what we've gathered, you've met this man once in a club.
In Miami, yeah.
And that's it. That's the only time you've met. And I know that you've been speaking to him. What is it about Bernardo that literally you nearly collapsed about?
Okay, so so I was engaged at the time, and when I met Bernardo, he walked towards me and I saw this. He was just, oh my God, we had this weird connection, so strong. Anyway, I said to him, look, I'm engaged. I didn't even talk. I barely even spoke to him. I barely even remember giving him my name. Then 2 months later, he contacted me on Facebook and he said, Laurita, I've been thinking about you. And I said, look, I'm still engaged.
I've just got a twinge.
I'm still engaged. Anyway, me and my fiance at the time obviously broke up, didn't get married. And since then, me and Bernardo have kept in contact. We text each other, phone each other all the time. It's always just been a matter of time until we met again. And it just so happened that it was on live national TV.
And how did you feel when you heard his voice?
Genuinely thought that was my brother stood behind me. Honestly, when they said there's 3
guys
stood behind you.
It's going to be very awkward, that task.
I know. I was like, oh, my brother. Oh, my God, it's going to be so nice to see him. And then when I heard Laurita, I nearly died. I was like, oh, my God, I can't. It was like something from a film. It was like something from a movie, and I couldn't quite believe that it was happening to me. He's the guy that I've said to my family, if I ever see him again, I will marry him and I will have his babies.
Are you going to marry him?
Well, I mean, I hope so. I hope so.
I'm not going to have to buy that.
We have to see each other on the outside, because seeing somebody in that kind of environment, I don't know what you saw, but it wasn't awkward, but we did feel a little bit kind of like it was an anticlimax almost, because, you know, we did have the cameras around us. We couldn't really express how we really felt about each other. So it was a bit of kind of like, oh, great,
but
hi.
Now you're out. You're obviously going to get in contact with him.
Yeah, God,
I want the gossip. Don't think you're mugging me off and going somewhere. I want that gossip.
You'll get that gossip,
and I will
babe.
get that gossip. I've got so much more to talk to you about tonight, and we're going to get you over to the panel in a minute. But before I do that, I always feel that, you know, you've been through the mill in this house. You know, you've had Marco, you've had Bernardo.
Yeah.
And you've not... No, not like that. I'm just saying that's part of your story.
Yeah.
And sometimes I worry for you, babe.
Okay.
And I sit there and think, you know, if she had the choice, what would she do? Where would she go? So I've made you your very own present. It's your very own pillow, and you can go to bed with either Marco or Bernardo. You keep your options open. That one's for you. And all of my favourite housemates go away with a set of these. It's very Brightest farewell, thanks. But listen, put them down. You come with me. They're full of bloody glitter. Because Laura, this is the moment that they all dread.
Oh my
I know.
goodness.
It is emotional. It is emotional.
Oh, it's so emotional.
Spin round with me.
Oh, where am I
because
going?
Laura, it's time to turn red.
Oh!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Laura!
Thank you.
Coming up, we have got the season finale of Eyebrow Watch, and the panel are going to be taking over as they put their questions to this one. It's going to raise a few eyebrows, I tell you. But first, this is going to be a bit embarrassing, but don't worry. The lines have opened to vote for your winner of Big Brother 2016. So, here's all the numbers.
What?
What's that say? Here's all the numbers.
Oh, here's all the numbers you need.
There you go! This week, Alex, Andy, Evelyn, Huey, Jackson, Jason, Jane and Sam all face the public vote. Who wins? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to win. From a mobile, call 650 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to win. For Alex, add 01. For Andy, add 03. For Evelyn, add 07. For Huey, add 09. For Jackson, add 10. For Jason, add 11. For Jane, add 12. For Sam, add 18. Calls to the long number will cost 50 pence plus your network access charge. Calls to the short number will cost 50 pence. Voting will freeze on Sunday at 3 p.m. and the two housemates with the least votes will be evicted. The vote for the remaining housemates will reopen on Monday evening and will finally close during Tuesday's live final. If you're watching on catch-up after that or outside the UK, please don't vote. Votes cast after lines close won't count. Every vote cast entitles you to a free entry into our prize draw to win your very own diary room style chair. Vote and draw terms are on the BB website. Welcome back to Bit on the Side. We are the sin bin of spin-off shows. It is Friday and we are live. Still to come. We're going to be heading over to the house to see how they're coping without our Laura, but their loss is definitely our gain because she's joined the panel! Right, let's talk about the rest of tonight's show, and the heatwave might be over, but it was full-on meltdown central tonight. Paisley, I want to come to you first. Have a sip of the drink, darling. You enjoy yourself. Jane, we need to talk about her. She deserves an Oscar, doesn't she?
She needs to start writing her speech now because that performance was ridiculous. Like, she does. She deserves an Oscar.
Yeah.
Laura, did you believe that she was having a real meltdown?
Oh, my God.
Can I just confirm, in the background, this wasn't a task. What you're seeing behind Laura right now is not a task. Another clip.
We've all had that real
live.
Oh, my God. That's mad. It's so mad.
I've lost it. Right, Laura, let's bring it back. Let's not worry about that. Did you believe the meltdown?
Oh, I thought it was so out of the blue. I was like, what the hell? What the actual hell is going on? And then I sat down with her and she went, she said something like, you know, Julie wrote to me and I'm so close to my Auntie Edith. And I went, oh, I know. Oh, and I went out to guys and I went, no, honestly, it's genuine. I thought it was fake. But
She
it's honestly
did
genuine.
play everyone for...
She was literally
She did. She does so well. But there was one person in particular who was full well. That was Andy. Now, he made quite a valid point. His words were, he found it creepy that Jane and Huey could perform so well. So, Matt, does that make us suspicious of any of their previous meltdowns?
I'd be suspicious if either of them had ever claimed I'd given them an orgasm. That's an amazing performance. Like, I can't, like... It does, because I guess, but ultimately it's a game, innit? So of course they've been pretending the whole time.
Yeah,
Like, I'd go in there, I'd throw a hissy fit every day if it meant I'd win $100 grand. Are you messing?
Well, it's 80 now, but we won't all know. 70 now, but we won't all know. Jess, would you sit there and now, say for instance over the next couple of days, we see Jane have a genuine meltdown, or we see Huey turn into Hubert, is it going to make you question it a bit now?
Do you know what? Valid point. I feel like saying to Andy, like, oh, whatever, it was TV gold. I absolutely loved watching it. But I would question it. That was brilliant. Like, they both deserve Oscars.
They both did a really good job.
And Huey's kicked off so many times like that before.
Yeah.
Was he playing up to the cameras? Either way, he made great television. So.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I never saw Hubert either. I never saw Hubert until then.
No!
Honestly, I didn't see Hubert. I was like, who's this Hubert?
Where were you?
I didn't see it.
It was in the other house.
It was in the other house.
Yeah, true say,
I didn't see Hubert until then.
We love a bit
His
of
hair
Hubert, we're not going to
flaps back,
lie.
he's like-
Well, listen,
His hair was like-
Jason was quite the gent with Jane, weren't he? In all fair, he really, really was. And he seemed genuinely disappointed when he found out that he'd been played. What did you make of his reaction, Paisley?
Babe, right.
Here she goes.
I'm off. Jason, yeah, he weren't comforting her because he felt bad about Jane. He just wanted to be the alpha. He saw something kicking off and thought, okay, let me comfort her. And then he saw Huey kicking off and he was trying to intervene. He was getting all in between everything. That was just because he was massaging his own ego. He was trying to be the big man. It had nothing to do with Jane at all.
Matt, you disagree?
Nothing to do
I
with
just
that.
think he's gagging to kick the shih tzu out of someone, isn't he?
Oh, man, not a shih tzu,
But he was bang up, like with Huey, he was bang up. I thought he was going to hit him.
No,
Genuinely, I thought he was going to kick
thank God
off.
he didn't. A lot of people were saying no there. They don't believe that. Who was saying no? We think it was genuine. Come on, Bo.
That's how Jason's been the whole time. That's how he's played the game. That's how he's played the game. That's how he's played the game. He is playing the game, but that's how he's done it, and that's how he's got through to now. That's exactly why he's where he is now.
But he is Mr.
Barbara's piping up again. That's Beveridge.
Everybody's got it in for Jason. You know, it's all the bits that show him, it's all getting at him. He's a nice fella, and he's going to be in the final!
He's boring. He's like watching paint dry.
He's divided opinion, but we like it. Let's talk about the sin bin task. At first, they didn't want to be mean to each other, did they? Laura, was it really that hard not to be mean to each other? Because it got a little bit personal.
Oh, in the last test we did?
Yeah.
I mean, I had to throw in there about Sam not being loyal. Everybody was like, oh, yeah, let's just... I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, but that's how I felt.
Let the lady speak.
That's how I felt. Obviously, everyone was, like, doing remarks like, oh, your toes are ridiculous, blah, blah, blah. But I had to throw that one in there.
Well, because it's something that's affected you this
Well,
week.
it was something that really affected me.
Well, you sat here, babe,
you and
to
him
be
were
fair.
like,
I don't know it. Do you know what I do want to talk to you about, though? Lord, do you know what I do want to talk to you about? Evelyn. I want to talk to you about
my
Evelyn
little
because she's been in your words, your little sidekick the
Yeah.
whole way through and used to have gotten really, really well. But
Yeah.
Andy implied in that task that she plays up to the cameras.
Okay.
Now, what do you think about that?
Evelyn, you know, she's a very, very, very beautiful girl, obviously. She likes to have a bit of a pout in the mirror and I think she likes what she sees, but
So what? What's wrong about, she's absolutely ridiculously beautiful.
She's stunning.
What is wrong with looking in the mirror and looking at yourself and going, oh, okay, I like what I see?
Well,
why is that such a problem?
Well, I think it's more this sort of Alex and Evelyn situation, to be fair. We saw them share a little smooch in tonight's show. Jess, what do you make of the little smooch between Alex and Evelyn? Do you think that's for the cameras? Because we've not really seen much of it.
I think Evelyn absolutely fancies the pants off of Alex, clearly.
Yeah,
and I think
does.
he is just kind of, it's a long time since he had a bit of the old...
Exactly.
Razzle dazzle.
Yeah,
We'll
and he's
call it
getting
that
a bit
tonight.
like, he's loving the attention. I mean, her body is banging, let's just be honest.
I had to stand next to her. That was me tucking into the bread, and she was just, I was like, right, please, both don't stand next to me.
Well,
But
do you
yeah.
know what? That was a nice bit of chat, and I'm glad we got that question about Evelyn, because I know it's caused a lot of division between you lot. But it is time for our panellists to put their questions to Laura. So, Laura, I hope you're ready for this. Paisley, I'm going to start with you. What's your question for our Laura?
My question to you, babe.
Okay.
Right.
Oh.
Who is actually the sidekick? Are you Evelyn's sidekick, or is she yours?
Go on, Laura.
Oh, God, I don't know. Like, I just feel really like... I'm 10 years older than Ev, so...
Really?
Yeah, really
Jesus
10
Christ,
years
what are you
older.
rubbing into your face? Like... Sorry, I forgot Marco Pierre Jr.
Laura,
I'm going to say the right...
I'll give him a slap about it later. Don't worry.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Can't we just be each other's sidekicks? Does there have to be one that's...
Yeah, I need an answer, babe.
Go on, Laura, just say
I'm
it.
gonna
She's
say
yours.
She's my little
Yeah,
sidekick.
go on, Laura. That's it.
But she's amazing, though.
What's your question for Laura?
My question is, first off, can't believe you slept with someone with a man bun. I mean, what the fuck? You do know they're so God can pick up the bell ends and throw them away, don't
I
you?
do love a man bun.
do you
I mean,
really?
they're so out now, actually, so no, I don't love a man bun at all.
I mean, he's the only thing his dad's ever put in an oven and ruined.
Man, what's your question?
But, my question is, if you're in Sam's position
Yeah.
and not up for nomination, who would
Yeah.
you have saved and who would you have replaced?
If I was in Sam's position...
Good call.
Right, OK, I would have... Hang on, who was even up? You're going to have to remind
Jackson,
me. Right,
you,
Jackson.
Jane, and Jason.
If I was in... Right. Oh, God! I don't know. So if I was in Sam's position, I would have saved Jackson.
Save Jackson.
I'd have saved Jackson.
And who would you have replaced Jackson with out of the remaining housemates?
Somebody to go.
Yeah.
Jace.
And Jace, you would put
Yeah.
Jason up.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Jess, very quickly, what was your
Yeah.
question, babe?
Actually, yeah, I was going to ask, did you fancy Jason?
Nah.
Oh!
I mean, to be fair, like when he put the flat cap on at the party, I thought, oh yeah, it's quite hot.
Northern
But
stereotype
no,
there, flat
I
cap.
know.
You've got a good... Give that man a pie!
It's been 7 weeks and he looks attractive.
But
I've
Laura,
got to say,
just to
yeah.
confirm, in general,
What am I saying?
fancying Jason?
No.
No, not in general, not in general.
No.
Listen, give him a round of applause, for God's sake. Every Friday this happens. Every Friday. After the break, Eyebrow Watch reaches its hairy conclusion. We're going to be catching up with the house post-eviction to see how the little dears are coping. Plus, like Jane balancing on a bridge made of foam while dodging a two-sponge gangster. Laura must face her watery fate in the final farewell! It's going to be well good. See you after the break. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Well, time for the final episode of Eyebrow Watch. Hi, welcome. This is Eyebrow Watch, a unique series where we ask, has Huey's eyebrow grown back? Let's take a look. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I can confirm it's grown back. And with that, it gives me great regret to tell you we'll say hello to Huey's right eyebrow, but we must bid a heartfelt goodbye to Eyebrow Watch. A massive thank you for watching, and remember, what's here today is gone tomorrow. Night-night. I'm going to really miss that. I'm actually going to really miss Eyebrow Watch. Well, listen, his eyebrow might have made a welcome return, but it is no going back for Laura. Let's see how the house is coping without her. Okay.
I'm gonna miss. I don't know what to do. I know it's only got 4 days, but I don't know what to do without her. I feel like I've lost. I've lost a liver.
Oh, bless her. She had the little pyjamas in the back room. You should get them.
I want to wear them tonight.
Oh, you're the last two girls.
The youngies and the oldies.
Give a big hug.
Come
Go
on.
Congratulations.
Oh, God. I love you.
I love you too.
Know what?
I'm so proud of us.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of us.
Bloody hell. And she's going to be fine. You'll see her next week. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be...
Just want to confirm, if you've lost your liver, you'll be dead. Laura.
Liver? What
I know, I think she meant like a kidney or something. Yeah.
That's still not great, mate.
No, nothing's great. You don't want to lose anything to me, man. Laura, how's it make you feel seeing them in there?
It's so weird just watching them back. I was in there an hour ago. What the hell? It's just so weird. I'm so proud of Jane and Ev, though, for being the last girls in there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Would you have put money on Evelyn and Jane being our last two women standing?
Hell no.
No.
Even we didn't think. I was the third girl standing. Hello.
Yeah,
oh
well done. Well done, girl.
Very weird.
Matt, are you shocked they're the last two girls?
I mean, like, look at the panel I'm on. I'm all about women power.
Yeah. Yes, girl power. Yes, girl power.
Oh, Jane.
Come on, sisters.
That's what it's all about. Very quickly, is there any shocks that Jane and Evelyn are the last two women?
They haven't got much choice, have they?
No. Do you know why? Because how the show works, people ring up and then they get pictures, or Annihilation Week and people go. You've been here a long while.
I haven't.
Get you a car owner tonight. Nice cup of tea, God bless her. Listen, Laura has sadly said goodbye to the house. But it's not over for her just yet, because it's time for her final farewell! Well, it's time for the final farewell. Well. It's time for a splash of honesty. I'll ask you some questions.
Ooh, I'm
And I need a very quick response.
Okay.
Who would you rather be stuck down a well with, Marco or Bernardo? Oh.
Bernardo!
Are you well looking forward to not hiding in the bathroom when you get windy pops?
Oh my God, how embarrassing! Yeah, how embarrassing.
Who would you banish to the well forever, Jason or Jackson?
Oh, I'm gonna say Jason is so boring.
Oh!
So sorry.
Who's playing the tactical game well?
Jason?
listen, all's well that ends well, but you're not home and dry just yet. Who said this about you in the house? I don't think she should be trusted. Letitia, Jackson or Jane?
Letitia!
It was Letitia. Well done, babe. Listen, that's all we've got time for. A massive thank you. I'll see you on Monday night.